Now, just 2 days before the fifth phase, on the eve of the fifth phase of election, two terror attacks in a span of 15 minutes jolted Jammu and Kashmir. First, it was a tourist couple who hailed from Rajasthan. Farah and her husband Tabrez. They were shot at by terrorists. The incident took place in Pahalgam in Anantnag district. Terrorists opened fire at the tourists at around 10:15 on Saturday evening. They were immediately rushed to the hospital where they are still fighting for their lives. 15 minutes later, there was another attack, and this time it was in Shopia, where a BJP leader and former Sarpanch, Ejaz Sheikh, he was shot at in Shopia. Ejaz was immediately rushed to the hospital, but he succumbed to his injuries shortly after.
कल जा रहे थे वहाँ पे घूमने, पहलगाम पता नहीं वहीं पर थे, पहलगाम ही थे। फिर बोला मैं हम वहाँ पे जा रहे घूमने, बोले अच्छे तुम चले जाओ। फिर मैंने बच्चों से बात करी, सबसे दोनों बच्चों से परवेश से बात करी। फिर मैंने बोला मैं अब घूमने जाने में बोली जाओ तुम
आराम से बता दीजिए माता जी। अभी तक जो सूचना ये आ रही है कि थोड़ा अब स्थिति जो है वो सही है, थोड़ा आप भी अगर आपसे अभी तक कोई बात हो पाई वहाँ से?
अभी जब हुई थी एक बजे तो बोले डॉक्टर आएंगे तो फिर उसके बाद बताएंगे।
दोनों बच्चे गए थे, बड़े वाले छोटा बड़ा दोनों। सुबह कल बोल के गए थे हम घूमने जा रहे पहलगांव। शाम को रात को वापस आए 9 बजे। 9 बजे फिर फ़ोन आया उनका, पर बड़े वाले लड़के का रोते रो रहा जोर जोर से। मैंने क्या बात, बोला गोली मार के चले गए 2 जने, कोई मोटरसाइकिल पर, छोटे वाले भाई को और भाभी को, दोनों को गोली मार के वो गिर गए। तो रोने लग गया, चिल्लाने लग गया। मैंने आस पास वालों को इकट्ठा करो, होटल वाले को बोलो पुलिस को बुलाए। पुलिस मिलिट्री आ गई, हॉस्पिटल लेके।
मैं किचन में थी, छोटी का दूध बना रही थी। बस अंदर से आई आवाज, किसी ने बोला कश्मीरी में इज सुई सीखा। बस इतनी बार जैसे बोली, बस फायर लगे। मैं और मेरा छोटा हम धान के पास हो गए। उसके बाद मुझे कोई पता नहीं वो कहाँ से आया कहाँ चला गया, मुझे कोई पता। मैं बेसहारा हो गई, मेरा कोई सहारा नहीं, ना आगे तो ना पीछे। मेरा कोई सहारा नहीं, ना आगे तो ना पीछे। मेरे बच्चे बाप के बगैर एक सेकंड नहीं रहते, आज कैसे रहे। हमेशा मोदी जी की बात बोलते थे। वो बोलते थे मैं मोदी के साथ हूँ, क्योंकि वो मोदी काम करता है गरीबों का, ये वो सब काम करता है, इसीलिए वो मोदी करते। बाकी उनको क्या था, उनको किसी से मकसद था।
Those were the family members of the tourists who are still battling for their lives. And you heard the wife of former Sarpanch Ejaz Sheikh. Ejaz, a father of a 4-month-old baby. His wife was preparing milk for their 4-month-old daughter when she heard the gunshots. The next thing she knew, her husband Ejaz was covered in a pool of blood in his own house. This murder comes just days after a video of Ejaz Sheikh came out. What did we see in that video? He heard praising Prime Minister Narendra Modi for transforming Jammu and Kashmir, for transforming the lives of many in Jammu and Kashmir. In this video, Ejaz admits that he used to once be a stone pelter, but that was a thing of the past. In this video, he is heard telling people he supports Prime Minister Narendra Modi and he supports the Modi government because of the transformation that's going on in Kashmir. Was he targeted for this? Listen into that old video of Ejaz Sheikh.
मैं जब 10th में पढ़ता था मैं भी खुद पत्थर फेंकता था, मैं भी पत्थरबाज था। हमें कोई काम नहीं होता था, हमें 500 देते थे, हम पत्थर फेंकते थे। हम ये नहीं देखते थे हमें गोली वहां से लगेगी या क्या हो जाए। जब मैं सुधर गया तो उन्होंने उन लोगों को क्यों नहीं सुधराया है। मैंने वोट आज तक नहीं डाला था, लेकिन मैंने जब से मोदी जी बन गए मैंने वोट डाला है। हर किसी को बोलता है मोदी जी को कामयाब करो। बच गया हूं ना मैं। हम मेरी जैसे हजारों नौजवान, लाख नौजवान वहां बच गए।
Now, amid this elections, there are 2 back-to-back attacks that take place. But there are netas in Kashmir who are trying to score political brownie points over gruesome murders, over terror attacks. Mehbooba Mufti's daughter Iltija Mufti believes that the government is afraid of seeing a high turnout in Srinagar, and that is why it wants to create an atmosphere of fear in Anantnag. Farooq Abdullah, on the other hand, says the abrogation of Article 370 has proved to be a huge failure, and that, believe it or not, he says we may need international agencies to probe terror attacks.
आप ये क्रोनोलॉजी खुद समझ जाइए कि आपने देखा श्रीनगर में पोलिंग परसेंटेज कितना ज्यादा था, वो देख के मरकजी सरकार डर गई है एंड दे आर ट्राइंग द लेवल बेस्ट कि अनंतनाग में लोगों के दिलों में दहशत हो। वरना आप मुझे बताइए, ऑन वन हैंड जैसे यहाँ नॉर्मल सी है, मिलिटेंट सीन ने हटा दिए, अचानक से डिले के बाद ही ये वाकया क्यों हो रहे हैं? और मैं आपको और एक चीज बताना चाहती हूँ, 1.5 घंटे तक मैंने कोशिश की पता कराने की ये टूरिस्ट कहाँ भर्ती हैं, हमें ये तक नहीं पता चला कि कौन से हॉस्पिटल में, इनको कहीं पता नहीं खुफिया हॉस्पिटल में लेके छुपा दिया है। कहते हैं इनकी सीरियस इंजरीज भी नहीं है, तो इनको क्यों छुपाया जा रहा है फ्रॉम पब्लिक व्यू? वी वांटेड टू गो चेक ऑन दीज टूरिस्ट, मेक श्योर देयर ओके। तो गड़बड़ की बात है, ये इन्फ्लुएंस करना चाहते हैं क्योंकि ये चाहते हैं यहाँ डेमोक्रेसी तभी पनपे जब इनके लोग सिलेक्ट हो, बिकॉज इनके लोग सिलेक्ट नहीं हो रहे, लोग उनको कबूल नहीं कर रहे, अब ये इलेक्शन रिग करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं।
ये लोग दिल्ली में कहते थे कि 370 जिम्मेवार है टेररिज्म का। कितने साल से 370 खत्म हो गया? क्या आतंकवाद बंद हुआ? एक बेगुनाह बीजेपी का सरपंच रिटायर्ड हुआ, किसने मारा इसको? इसकी तहकीकात होनी चाहिए और इसकी तहकीकात जल्दी होनी चाहिए। दूसरा, इन्होंने जो हमला पहलगाम में किया टूरिस्ट पे, उसकी तहकीकात होनी चाहिए, क्यों हुआ, कैसे हुआ और कौन जिम्मेवार है इसका। और अगर ये तहकीकात नहीं करते हैं तो हमें इंटरनेशनल कमेटी को बुलाना चाहिए जो उसकी तहकीकात करे, कौन जिम्मेवार है।
Anuja Kapoor of the Bharatiya Janata Party is joining us today on this debate. Group Captain MJ Augustine, retired defense, and he's a retired defense expert. He's also joining us, and Shyam Prasad Meka of the Congress Party. Mr. Meka, do you agree with Farooq Abdullah that there should be an international probe agency should actually come in and probe these terror attacks? Do you agree with Mr. Abdullah?
Yeah, see, first of all, it's not even on my mind. Very sad that these incidents happened. And I think with the government of India, be it BJP, Congress, or whatever government, and we need to take care of these incidents. That's about it. See, we are in the midst of elections. We are talking about different issues about the future of the country. We're talking about how to get our youth jobs. We're talking about how to control the price rise. We're talking about how to build a stronger India, how to have a better national defense.
Mr. Meka,
these are our issues.
Mr. Meka, we agree. I mean, the Congress Party has spoken about this time and again. You yourself have come on this panel multiple times and have spoken about the Congress's issues. What is the issue at hand today? We are talking about twin terror attacks. One where tourists were targeted, they're battling for their lives. One where a Bharatiya Janata Party linked sarpanch, a former sarpanch, is killed. He was in his house. You heard his wife's cries. They were absolutely heartbreaking.
Yeah.
But when politics is linked to it, you don't want to blame the perpetrator. You want to drag in the politics. And then you say international agency should come in and investigate these terror attacks. And that's Farooq Abdullah. Can you take a stand against what Mr. Farooq Abdullah said?
No. Simple thing is, I am sitting some 2,000 kilometers away from Kashmir. Okay, I leave it to Farooq Abdullah to give his own statements. I am saying it's a very sad incident. I think we should give time for the government agencies to probe it properly and should resist ourselves from making a political statements on these issues. That's what I'm saying.
All right. Let's also get in Group Captain Augustine Vinod. You have been seeing what's happening in Kashmir. As someone who has been associated with the forces, time and again, one question is asked. When the perpetrator is sitting across the border, when the perpetrator is trying to do this time and again to destabilize normalcy in the state of Kashmir, why is it that there are some politicians in this country who are scared to unequivocally condemn terrorism, that emanates from the other side, that is sponsored by Pakistan, and everybody knows it?
Yeah, it's a great question, Sagarika. Let me give a different perspective to this entire incident. First and foremost, I mean, to some extent, I agree with Mr. Meka. He's sitting 2,000 miles away. Asking him to take a stand on what NCP has said when he himself has probably not visited that place is asking too much from him. But be that as it may, but the point still remains, post-abrogation of Article 370, we all know how 370 was effectively utilized by the Abdullahs and the Muftis to have a stranglehold on the valley. I have seen it with my own eyes. Sukia is a place where even in the midst of terrorism, I've walked that area, all this that you're showing over there. So post 370, local leaders should have been, propped up, and the Abdullahs and Mufti's stranglehold on the valley should have been reduced, which sadly did not happen. Even today, the Muftis in their area and Abdullahs in their area have a much larger say than probably an honest local leader. And you and I know, and it's an open and shut secret that the amount of money these people have, earned over a period of time, and how their children are studying where. And you saw the way the daughter of Mufti was, speaking so well. Obviously, it means that she did not study in the valley. Second point, and that's the most important point which Sagarika you covered, is it is a security issue. It is not a political issue. So somebody has come and fired, and at somebody's behest, using a weapon which has certainly come from across the border. So my request to the ruling party is to have the answer to this so loud and clear to Pakistan, like Israel is probably doing to the Hamas in Gaza. That is the only lesson that Pakistan
You're
will
saying
understand.
that the approach should be absolutely unsparing. Anuja
Absolutely
Kapoor,
unsparing.
we are talking about a man who came out and said that I support Narendra Modi because of the development he brought about in Kashmir. His wife says वो मोदी करता था क्योंकि उनके हिसाब से मोदी गरीबों के साथ खड़ा होता था. Today he is killed and he was in his own house. His little children, they were trying to put them to sleep. That is when this ghastly terror attack took place. But you heard Iltija Mufti too. She says that this is the BJP's attempt to create destabilization because you are too rattled by the high turnout in Srinagar. You heard Farooq Abdullah. It's absolutely shocking that he seeks international intervention in a terror attack without directly condemning the ones who are responsible for this.
Sagarika, Jai Shri Ram, and good evening to all my viewers and to my panelists. First of all, I would like to put one thing in a very, very strong voice, that we condemn what has just happened in 2 days back. My condolences is towards the brave soldier who died, and we also pray in solidarity that the tourist to recover soon and come back healthy and sound. One thing which Jammu Kashmir LG Manoj Sinha has also said, and he has said that with full responsibility, and he has said that the security officers and the army and the Jammu Kashmir police is being given a free hand to find the perpetrators, to find who are the ones who are abating them, who are giving them the money, who are standing in solidarity with these terrorists who are coming from across the borders. This is the love for Pakistan which is being shown once again in Kashmir. And who are the ones? Because they are hearing from the people in India, which has become Bharat, and they're not able to understand that. So we have seen that how the people in the Bharat, the anarchists, the agents of Pakistan wants that The love of Pakistan should be kept. We should be humble to them. We should speak softly. We should tell them that they are not the enemy of India, and we should have a opening talk with them. How does this thing happen? In Karnataka recently, in Bengaluru, you have seen a Rameshwaram cafe blast. When B.K. Hari Prasad said Pakistan is not an enemy, it's a friend. The very next day we see the blast. How do you get into this? And Mufti and Abdullah, they are the agents. And of course, that is what this has come up with.
Shyam Prasad Meka, do you want to, who according to you? Yes, Anuja, let's get in a revert from Shyam Prasad Meka. Shyam Prasad Meka, who is responsible for what happened in Jammu and Kashmir? Who is responsible for these terror attacks?
See, first of all, our friend wished us Jai Shri Ram. I want to return the greeting, Jai Bhim, to all of you and to all the viewers. Okay, now who is responsible? We are all. We are India, right? There is an incident that happened in India. Let's not go and blame it on BJP just because they are on they are ruling currently. Let's not blame it on somebody, right? At this point, let the agencies do a proper probe and come out. Let's be patient and wish good for the agencies. Our condolences are with the victims.
Mr. Meka, the ones who open
Why do
fire,
you want
Mr.
to
Meka,
politicize
Mr.
this?
Meka, the ones who open fire, who kill innocents, especially in Kashmir, who are they?
Why should I tell? The government need to tell.
No, who are they? Who are the ones who do this in Kashmir?
Who are the ones? They are anti-national elements, the violent people.
Violent people and not terrorists. Violent people and not terrorists.
Are you want me to give 100 names? I will give terrorists, militants, whatever you want, I will give.
I would like to question.
आप लोग हमको क्यों कटघरे में रहा के क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा है? इंसिडेंट हो गया है, ये बैड इंसिडेंट है.
गांधी जी की स्टेटमेंट सुनी है?
अच्छा, अब राहुल गांधी पे आ गया.
No, have you seen what Rahul Gandhi speaks? Have you seen now, because you are standing in opposite of PDP, so now you're giving this Ghana to us. You're giving this lollipop. And everywhere where he was going, he was taking Nyaya Yatra. What bullshit he was talking about? What is the line he used to take? The Kanhaiya Kumar who said Bharat tere tukde honge. Those people are contesting, and who are people who are standing with you? And now you're giving me a dhyan sitting here on the show, and you're trying to give us a lollipop. So don't do this. We all know what you are capable of. The PDP is just right opposite to you. That is why you are in India Alliance. And now you're saying
अरे मोहतरमा, PDP के साथ सरकार कौन चलाता?
You have discredited Indian Army. You have discredited Indian Army when we did surgical strike. When there was this Balakot, you were the ones when the Pulwama were there. Your leader, Supriya Shene, she said that the people who are they are the Shahidis who died in Balakot. And now you're giving me gyan that I am this much away and I could not do this and I am the one led the agencies. How come you started loving the agencies? You are the one who are giving the non-stop foolish things, non-stop hatred. You are dividing north from south. You are divided. You have already divided the Jammu and Kashmir.
Anuja and Mr. Meka, I'll have to interject you there because we are running out of time. But twin attacks during elections, the Congress and the opposition will always question the Bharatiya Janata Party and say that you claim that post the abrogation of Article 370, everything is going to be fine in the valley. Terror attacks have come down. We are in the middle of elections. We are seeing great turnout in Srinagar. That is something that the entire country celebrated. But when lives are lost, can there be any narrative which seems to be one that aids or gives the enemy an alibi? Can terror apology be the norm when Indians are dying by those who do not want to see a Naya Kashmir, a stable Kashmir and a peaceful Kashmir? I'd like to thank all of you for joining us today this evening, and we hope that the victims get justice. Anuja Kapoor, Group Captain Augustine and Shyam Prasad Meka, thank you so much for joining us on this broadcast.